Hello, and welcome to SmokeDrinkRelax.com's Intermediate Cigar Series. In our first video in this series, we talked about the different types of humidors. In this video, we're going to talk about what you should be looking for when you purchase a humidor. Now, I'm going to use a desktop humidor, one because I think it's a good starting point for someone that's just looking to purchase their first humidor, and the other reason is because I have one readily available, which makes life easy for me. This is a glass top humidor, as you can see. This is the glass up there. On this side, this thing here is called a hygrometer, which is going to measure the humidity of the humidor. It also has a tray, and the tray fits when I'll show you through the glass that thing right there that you can see underneath it. That is the tray. Pop it right up. It has a divider so that you can sort of separate cigars out if you would like. Perhaps you have really nice cigars that you want to put over here and sort of stuff for everyone else that you'll put over there. What else does this have? It comes with a humidification device. So this is a sponge. I'll open it up. And you'll put the water on this, and we'll talk about in another video what type of water it should be. You'll close it up, and this will keep the humidity in check on your cigar. It also comes with this, something to hold it. This one is really nice. It has a lock on it, and I have one without a lock. I actually recommend, if you're going to purchase a humidor, that you get one with a lock. I think it's going to hold the seal a little better. So, now that we've talked about the parts of the humidor, and most humidors will have trays and they'll have dividers, so just keep that in mind. What should you be looking for when you're going to go purchase one? A lot of it is preference. They make humidors from all different types of materials now on the outside. So it's really what you think looks nice. As I talked about in the first video, whatever you think you need for a humidor, double it. So if you think you need a 50 count humidor, buy a 100 count. This one's 75, and I said, oh, there's no way I'm ever going to fill it. I now have a second humidor that I've started to use because this one couldn't hold everything. So just keep that in mind. And not only that, it's not just the cigars, but you may put other things in there that's going to take up space. In terms of the glass top, this one has one. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's nice to see inside, to see the cigars, but I also think that, at least with this particular one, that it lost a little bit of the humidity that way. In terms of the hygrometer, most of these are going to be removable because you can calibrate the hygrometer, and we will talk about that, how to calibrate a hygrometer in another video. I have sealed mine to the humidor because I thought that too much humidity was being sucked out through there. In terms of the inside, you're going to look for cedar or Spanish cedar. Why? Because it holds up well in the conditions of a humidor. It should be very, very humid, about 70% humidity inside your humidor, so you're going to need a wood that's going to hold up to that. And Spanish cedar and cedar do that very well. The other thing that you're going to want to make sure about is that it has a good seal. So I'm going to tilt this down a little bit and show you what I mean. If I hold this at a 45-degree angle and I just let it drop, you notice how the lid here doesn't just go straight down. It sort of slinks down once it closes. That means that there's a good seal on the humidor and that you're not going to lose a lot of humidity from the humidor. I call it the puff test. Someone told me it was called the puff test. I don't know if there's an official name for it, but when you're buying a humidor, one of the things that you need to know is you hold it at a 45-degree angle and just let it drop. And if it just drops with no problem whatsoever, that's not a good seal and not a good humidor for you. This one hasn't been seasoned in forever. It's dry as can be, and as you can see, still has the good seal on it. So that's what comprises the humidor and what you should be looking for when you're purchasing a humidor. A lot of it is personal preference, but remember, double the size of what you think you need. Make sure you do the puff test to see if there's any humidity that's going to leak out, and find one that you like. That's going to do it for this video. Until next time, smoke, drink, and relax.